everyone, hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to do a favorites video, but that will be to cover all 12 months of this year, and I will share the products that I consistently use in my art, couple of the things that I tried along on that journey that I didn't enjoy, so I'll mention those, but it's literally a couple of things. And they're going to be mixed media. There's going to be watercolor as well. And what else? There's going to be some fine liners. There's going to be acrylic markers and oil sticks, acrylic paints, acrylic inks. That's pretty much it. I won't show you every single favorite color, but I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is just do like a swatching session on a large piece of paper and just go through some of those art supplies with you. I think I will start with watercolors first, and then you can choose if you want to carry on watching or not. And for everyone else who loves mixed media, then you can obviously enjoy the entire video. So let's start with watercolor. I am going to begin with my own watercolor palette because I absolutely love the magic of the mixes that you can create with these 5 colors. It's about granulation and pigment separation, which I designed to be quite sort of unique. And these are vegan handmade watercolors that are also Lightfast, and they are artist grade. So there's no point for me to try and swatch some out because there is a number of videos that I have done it on, so I think you watched probably all of it. And if you're new, then I'll just show you this example here. So you can create some stunning mixes with the strawberry velvet. That's a color that is you won't find it anywhere else. The formulation is completely unique. Other colors are also my own pigment mixes, but some of the colors can be similar to other brands but not exactly the same. However, strawberry velvet is the one that's very unique, and there is nothing like it. So I'm going to show you also on the big swatches here that here are the mixes you can create with this color, and they're really gorgeous. So you can create loads of lovely neutrals that have this like a taupey pigment separation to them. I absolutely love it. And every other color is also designed to be unique to my specific taste and style of color. So for instance, my cobalt teal also separates into green and blue, so that's also quite unique. And all the other colors, you can find the information in the previous videos. So this set is available on Etsy Alyona Creates, although I'm not sure by the time this video comes out my shop might be closed because I'm closing it on the 16th of December and it will reopen on the 2nd of Jan. So that's when you can make a little note, reminder note, if you wanted to check them out. Along with that, as I just showed you right here, I have also enjoyed another product of mine, which is basically all 3 of these stamp sets that I designed to be used with watercolors. And so this is Color Theory, Swatch Joy, and the latest is the Color Palette. I believe Color Theory has been sold out. It's now 2nd or 3rd time it's been sold out, so I'm not sure if I will be bringing it back in stock anytime soon, but there is still some Swatch Joy left and the Color Palette. So if you wanted to check them out, I have used on these 2 pages this small circle right here, so you can create really neat little swatch stamps right here, and then that's the color wheel, and I absolutely love it. It's been very useful. Also in my other videos, I'll show you quickly, I have gone through some of my, well, all of my Roman Schmalz watercolors, and I have created these gorgeous swatch cards with all the information on them, as you can see right here, and that's from the Swatch Joy stamping set. So I used this element with some of these wording and the transparency strip as well, so that was quite useful. I'm planning to continue this journey of swatching my watercolors. Also done a video where I stamped and swatched all of my yellows, and the next one will be oranges. I don't think I'll have time in December for it, but in New Year I will continue that series. Moving on to Roman Schmal Aquarius watercolors, which I have just mentioned by showing you these swatch cards. I have rediscovered them this year, and I will go as far as putting them into my favorites because they are gorgeous, and I have even created a palette for them. Some of these colors are getting a bit sticky and stuck to the top, not sure why. So early in the year I was creating this palette, and as you can see I have still a couple more spaces to fill here, which I'll probably do in the new year as well. And I've taken my Derwent pencils tin, that's the 24 set tin, and I have spray painted it, labeled it and all that good stuff, and added some magnets, and all of my Roman Schmals are beautifully sitting in this palette, and I love them. I love how vibrant they are. I love that they have a lot of interesting colors that are quite unique as well. I don't know, I just love them. Love them. I wasn't going to, but I think I should. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite mixes with my own watercolors, and then I'll also show you a couple of the colors from the Roman Schmal palette that I also love. So I'm just going to squeeze out some fresh paint. There's loads of different colors you can mix, but there are a couple that are my really favorite colors. So let's start with Strawberry Velvet and Cobalt Teal. So this is our Strawberry Velvet. It's quite gorgeous on its own. I'll just swatch it out for you here. And then Cobalt Teal. So you get this gorgeous kind of grey color, and I really love it. Just try to swatch it with a lot of water for you as well, so you can see the granulation come through. So that color I really love, and you can hopefully see what's happening here. So it should start doing this on the paper as well. I'll do like a really wet mix where I just add a bit of water here and there just to move things around, see if that helps with the granulation. Can't see currently too much of this color here granulating, so I'll just kind of dab a bit of water in some of these areas, see if that helps at all. Okay, yeah, it's starting to happen here. Then the next mix that I really like, I mean, look at this, Quinacridone Gold Deep with Cobalt Teal. So it kind of creates this interesting color. It's a green to begin with, but wait until you start seeing some really lovely granulation here. I'm just going to do a really wet one. And then another mix that I really like as well is again Cobalt Teal with Green Gold Deep. That's another really good one. I'm just going to get it to the right color that I like. So Tiny bit more. There we go. So check this out. Now look what's happening here. I'll show you in a moment. Here I'm just going to create different swatches in terms of water content. Let's see what happens if we just dab this color in here. It's still wet. Just mix it. So again, magic is happening. Just gonna add a bit, quite a lot more water here into this swatch. Okay, so I'll show you close-ups when they're dry. Then I want to show you, let's have a quick look at the colors that we have swatched here. So hopefully you can see the beautiful pigment separation happening. And then these are the cobalt turquoise coming through gorgeously. And again, some lovely luscious greens with cobalt turquoise. Now keep in mind, it would be hard to mix these yourself if you just took like a cobalt blue or something like that, because my mixes, they all consist of 2 and 3 pigments, which means that I already have adjusted them to the tone that I love them to be. Okay, so one of the recent colors that I have added to my palette, to my Roman Schmal palette, is the ginger red. It's very interesting. It's quite unique. And I'll give you a wet swatch as well. It's got also a bit of granulation to it, lovely tone. It's beautiful as it is, but also I love it in mixes too. And then another one that is really good is Aquarius Brown. So it's this color here. Now that's super granulating, as you probably by now gather. I love granulating colors, so you'll see that. So that's watercolor related, and then we're going to move on to the other mediums now. So next thing I want to share with you for my favorites would be the Fineliners. I'm not sure if I actually done a video of the process, but I think I mentioned this sketchbook. So I swatched out, went through all of my Fineliners and realized that I actually quite like the consistency and the intensity of the Derwent line maker. And the 2 sizes that I have is the 03, which let me just show you in a line. Now this is a very textured paper, so but I'll show you examples of how kind of I would use it in my artwork. So something like that. And then the other size I have is the 08. So that's quite a big one. I think it might be the biggest one they do. Yeah, it is. So that one is like this. And then you can get these larger bits. So I love the 8-1 for dotting around and creating these sort of doodles like that. I have tried them all, as you can see. Another good one is Micron, but sometimes I find that on rough paper I get through it quite quickly. So let's have a closer look at the swatches that have now dried. So here's the ginger red and the Aquarius brown. And then we have the black liner. Okay, let's carry on. So before we go into acrylics, I'm going to share my favorite pencils. And we have got here Derwent drawing pencils. So I will have to make them my favorites this year because I really enjoyed the color palette as well as the actual pencil itself. Some of the colors are scattered around in my studio, but you get the idea. I mean, I don't have any sort of specific favorites. I don't think. No, I lie. I do have certain favorites. I love the entire kind of set here, but I will show you some of my favorites. So the white is a great color to have if you like intense kind of white marks. I mean, I don't have anything too dark here to show you on, but the trio that I really adore and use the most, as you can see, they're getting smaller now. So if I show you the regular size, so we have got light sienna, and then we have Mars orange, and we have terracotta. So I love these three. And then there is also sanguine, also a great color. It's a bit redder than the Mars orange. So here are the close-ups. These three colors blend so nicely together if I wanted to create like a skin gradient going from highlights into shadows and things like that. Then another pencil that I will recommend that I enjoyed is actually also a set. So it's the Pastel Tone 50 pencil set by Holbein. It is also artist grade as the previous pencils that I just showed you by Derwent. And here we have got this beautiful array of stunning colors. And I have a few favorites here as well. So my favorites are actually these three together, but also, is it Sea Fog? No, there's another color. Oh, there's chartreuse. Is it chartreuse? Green apple? Chartreuse green, that's it. That's, look how much it's been used. So that's a color I love. And then I'll show you these. Leaf green, yeah, that's a good one. And willow green, that's it. So it seems like I picked all the green colors. But I mean, they're hard to pick from because they're so gorgeous. So I'll show you these ones. There's also apple green. I don't remember if apple green I bought. Yeah, I did buy it separately. Well, let me show you the colors anyhow. So I think I'll take the leaf green out. I don't think I loved it that much. So let me show you. From the set we have got chartreuse, lovely color. We have got willow green. So this was chartreuse green, now willow green. This pencil matches the parchment acrylic paint from Liquitex very well. Then we have mustard, which I adore. And olive green. Love this color. And then I'll swatch the apple green, which I purchased separately, and I do love it more than the leaf green that I just showed you. But of course it depends what color palette I'm working with. but the color itself, this one is more kind of my cup of tea. So let me show you close-ups of these. So we've got chartreuse green, willow green, mustard, olive green, was it? No, olive yellow, and then what's this one? Apple green, yeah, and then leaf green right here. I think we're ready to move on to our acrylics.